So start off here. Start off here. Squish into your shoulders. Wake up your arms. A couple of us have done smoothies beforehand, so this is partly a mercy mission. Just give your shoulders a squish. Hold there. Squeeze your arms against your chest and then deep breathe against those squeezing arms. Let your shoulders come down as you breathe out. Don't wait for me to breathe back in again, otherwise you'll all turn purple. I'll forget what we're doing. That's it. Breathe out into your arms. Let the shoulders sink on the way out, even further than you think they can. One more. Brilliant. Let's let go and just think about the toes up, toes right up in the air, then push those toes down into the floor. Then lift your heels, but don't go all the way up. The work's in the journey, so I'm still lifting, trying to see how much I can get out of that movement. I've now hit the top, and then work on going back down again. Sometimes really hard to think about engaging all your core muscles, but what's brilliant about that move is that it all just happens nicely automatically. So toes up, stretch them out, plonk them down from littles to bigs, and then take your weight, just come up very gently. Think about lifting up here as well, from here, and then very slowly lower. Don't plonk them down. Hardly hit with the heels. Good. Toes up. Spread them. Go little toe down all the way to big toe. Lift the little toes. Lift so that they're like that. Lift the little toes. This is where our balance lives. Put those down. Lift the big toes. Stretch around the ankles. Stretch the toes out forwards again. Put the toes down one at a time. Lift the outside border of your foot. And then put the little toes down. And lift the inside border of the foot. I'm now on the outside border of my foot and I'm scrunching my toes in, opening them out, scrunching my toes in, opening them out. One more. Scrunching my toes in, opening them out, and then letting that foot rest, find its place. Good. Nice to say hello to our feet of a morning, isn't it? Let's do wrists while we worry about it. So turning down, turning up. Really stretch the fingers. Pretend you're Bollywood dancing. You've seen how beautiful those hands are. It's really warm in my wrists now and my ankles. 2 joints have woken up this morning. Okay, great. Now, one arm forwards. Take it all the way back. I like touching my shoulder when I do it. It's weird. But you don't have to. You can do it with your arm down if that's easier for you. I'm in no hurry to move on. I'm actually just going to spend a minute warming up. So if you're ready, switch and talk to the other shoulder. and then head and neck. So try to put your chin in, and then just take your head one side and the other side. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, both shoulders forwards, both shoulders backwards. One more, both shoulders forwards, backs of your hands together, stretch there, and both shoulders backwards. Now I've got to do another one more, because Jean missed the first one. Draw up your head. Growl. Okay, so building on what we did last week, which was one forwards lunge, long. In this position, let's do a little lean so that you're working, ideally aiming the arms up for there, so that you've got something that's trying to push you over in one direction and you're working your core, and then a little lean the other way. Come to center. We're going to the side. And at the side, you can take just your arms around your body, or you can take your whole body round, both ways, before you come back to center. And then there's the backwards lunge, where we're going to bring the arms up and push pull and pull push. To the center and squat. Sink, open up, close it down, stand up tall. So now what we're going to do is the other side, same variations with the arms. So stepping forwards, arms up, do a little lean, do a little lean. Load into those legs if you can. Get the deepness in that squat. And then big controlled step back. Side step. Sink into your squat. Rotate the arms or rotate the body. And then come back into the middle. Big step back, step backwards, load that backwards lunge if you can, bow and arrow one way, bow and arrow the other way, and then come into center, squat in the middle. Keep your head in line. You don't need to look at me. Open up. Close it down. And stand up straight. Can you feel it, girls? Oh, look, jacket's coming off. Good. Have a wriggle. We're going to do another batch of those. Right, so everybody ready? Jackets have come off. No, still some jumpers are on. Gonna have to work harder to get that jumper off. Okay, step forwards. Y. Lean and lean. Balance and balance. Really sink into that lunge if you can. Build strength in your quads. Gorgeous. Come back to center. Big step back. Do it in one. Oh, that was wobbly, Mary. Go wide. Rotate. center, down, step back, bow and arrow, bow and arrow. Back to center, squat down, open out, don't look at me, keep your head in line, close it down, and then stretch back up. Other leg. Big step, Y. Over and over. Over, round, over, and step to the center. Go wide. Rotate if you can. If you can't, keep your body forwards, send your shoulder backwards, shoulder backwards. One big step back to the center. Reverse lunge. Bow and arrow. Stretch. Load that lunge. Load it nicely. One big step back in. And squat in the middle. Arms wide. Keep your head in line. Don't worry about looking at me. Arms in and up. Can we do one more repetition all the way through? So right leg forwards into a big Y with the arms. Take a breath and go for it. Big step. Y. Glorious. Lean it over a little if you can. Load your legs and balance. Y and Y. Y and Y. Good. If you can't go over, you can always add a weight to this hand. Don't take it down there, leave it there. But if you held a weight there, it would give you more stress on your core. Come back to center. Big step back, go wide. Wide. Again, just don't let your bum go back there. Tuck it under. Good. Hold it there. Rotate the arms around the body. Spine can stay still if you want to, or spine can twist. Work those arms. Good work. Or make sure this knee doesn't come round with you. That's staying out there. Come back in. Reverse lunge. Bow and arrow. My arms are starting to go. And I'm not even using any weights. Good. Come back to center. Squat. Open those arms wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Now your bottom can poke back as if you're laying an egg. And then tuck it under as you come up. Glorious. Just one more side to do. Give it a wriggle if you need to. Big step forwards with a Y. Y. Lean or hold a weight over here if you want to. I'm saying this because you've got a video. I know you're going, well, I can't hold a weight, Mary. I haven't got it in my hand. But I'm recording this. Y over there if you want it. Come back to center. Big step back. Wide. Strong arms. Keep this bit tucked under. Load the squat. Rotate if you can. Shoulders, body. And then big step in. And then behind. Bow and arrow. Stretch that shoulder forwards. Stretch this shoulder backwards. You can still keep your spine straight if you want to, but Make the shoulder ranges go. Stretch through. You do it your way. When you're ready, come to center. Lay a little egg back there. Keep your chin tucked down so that the spine's in line. Just give your arms one last wide stretch. Glorious, glorious, glorious. And then let's let that go. Wonderful. So I'm gonna finish there with the standing work. We're gonna do our roll downs very, very, very gently in your own speed. Nikki, I never count this down for people. I was just letting everybody go their own way with the roll downs because everybody's different. So usually roll down and walk out to a plank and then walk back in again. Since I did my ribs, the rest of the class are 100% better than me. So there's no point in me counting everybody down because they're all better than me. Without exception. Just take that camera down. I like to stretch into my heels there. Stretch into my shoulders there. Before I walk back up. If you're watching this bit by the video, just go your own way. Folding forwards, dropping down, letting your legs and your arms just hang. Let your arms and your head just really hang. Let gravity do its thing. I love that there's a cat doing that with you. So precious. It's so gorgeous. And then gently, gently. And then we will go down to the floor next. So if you want to bring your kneeling pads or your balls and everything like that local to you, otherwise you get lying down and then you think, oh bother. We roll down on the knees if we can. And my washing machine is spinning in the background. Is that coming through and blurring things, or is it okay? It's okay.
We can't hear it, Mary.
Good. Cute. So think nice upright thoughts on your knees. Go to a lean backwards and then coming up straight. Do it on a wobbler cushion if you want to, if you're feeling uncomfortable with that, but you're just going to come backwards and up straight. Engaging here, engaging here. Backwards and up straight. One more. Backwards. Feel your quads. And up straight. Lovely. Go back, lift your arms. So that you make yourself into a Z shape. Z. And then an L. And then a Z. And then an L. Just one more Z. Keep the middle of your Z nice and straight. And then an L. Beautiful. And then let's go to hands and knees. So like you did with your feet, spread your hands out. And really give your hands a big hand stretch on the floor. Push through your shoulders and get your back nice and straight. And then let your tummy muscles just 100% Let them drop to 0. Let it drop, let it drop, let it drop. And then think about pulling up with your lower part of your abdominals. Pulling up just under your tummy button. Pulling up a little. All the way up to the top. So there's a journey here. It isn't one clunk. The journey to the top. And a journey back down again. I'm coming to look. There's no fun watching you do that on the video anyway. You know what you're doing. Think about you. Just let your tummy muscles drop and then work them up and down in your own time. This isn't cat-cow. You're not doing that. We will do that. But this is getting those muscles movements, and I can see it. Gorgeous. Working to the top. Keep breathing all the way through. And then let that drop all the way down again. Try if you can to just lift one leg out behind. As usual, I would suggest that you go backwards and sideways. Lift the opposite arm too if you want to. And then you switch when it's right for you. As you put your foot down, so opposite arm to leg if you can, as you put your foot down, as you put your knee down, there should be no adjustment happening in your middle. It should be. So can you feel your pelvis is going from side to side? Try and keep your pelvis absolutely steady, particularly on the put downs. That's it. Straight knee, and if you can, push that knee a bit straighter when it's behind you. Last one. It's very beautiful, well done. And then let's rest that. Good. So now cat-cow stretch. If you want to arch and hollow. We never do this, do we? We just never ever. I don't think I remember doing this for months. But try to press up. Try to let it go down. When you're down, let's, for the sake of the shoulders, just try one hand forwards, one arm sideways, drop that down. And then try one hand forwards, one hand sideways, drop that down. So that you're stretching into your shoulders. We've got a couple of kind of freezy shoulders in the group, so we do a bit of shoulder stretching. One hand facing inwards, one hand facing outwards. And forehead down, stretch through the shoulder. Glorious. Last one. Great. So we'll turn over, lie on our backs. You can use your ring if you want to, if you've got such a thing. We're going to look at this dead bugs situation. So if you're going to dead bugs, you're going to put the ring between your right knee and your left arm. Now if you can, I don't know, are you all right holding dead bugs, Nikki? I don't know how you're used to this. So you're going to push your ring together as you take the other things away and in. You can use anything. You can use a ball, you can use a pillow. something to keep these two connected whilst the others move. And you're going to do it your way. Pressing two together, taking the others apart. Yeah, that's right. Just the work's in the journey, so don't be too quick to go out and in. The work is in the outing and the inning. When you're in, you're not doing very much, and when you're out, you're not doing a heck of a lot. But when you're working it, and are you definitely doing opposites? I can't see on your screen. Definitely doing right leg out, left arm out. Yes, of course she is. I don't know. So, are you ready to have a little rest on that? So ready. Have a rest. Drop your knees to either side. Stretch out in the middle. Stretch out here. Stretch out here. Oh. Back did a beautiful series of clicks there. Wonderful. And then we've got the other side to do. So you're going to compress your ring. Take those other bits away. Compress your ring. Take those away. Don't think about going straight out. Think about going wide. If you can, add that component so that you're going a bit wider, opening up pelvic floor. So you're going to stretch out as far as you feel secure in your middle. Then stretch out and come back together. So elongate that leg if you can, Nikki, but go a bit wider. So that's it. Get the best of both then, if your body wants to do that. And if your body says no, I understand. Go on, squish that ring, squish that ball. One more if you can. One more if you've got it in you. Lower out. Strong, girls. Then bring that in and have a breather. Beautiful. It's the first class we've used compression with that as well. So yeah, I'd go knees either side. Personally, or if you can't rotate to do that, just go one leg out, one leg out. Stretching the hips. So you're stretching from one shoulder to one knee.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it. Good. And the other side. Yeah. Lovely. Brill. Okay. Balls under your bottoms. You're now on a wibbly wobbly thing. Again, very calmly. Try if you can to go out a little bit and in a little bit. If you can, you're going to go out wide as well as out long. Oh look, I can cheat on the table. Wide as well as out long. Out wide as well as out long. Beautiful. Yeah. Well done. And so the balls are under your bottom so that you're on a wibbly wobbly surface. I'm sorry. Yeah, right under, Jean. That's it. Then your dead bugs. Lovely. Then you're lowering out. Aha! So for next week, take some of the air out of the ball so it's less wobbly. Flatter ball is easier. Yours is really pumped up, isn't it? So that's very difficult. I left everybody else just doing this. You're in the zone, aren't you, girls? Fabulous. Well done. Try to take both away, both legs down and out if you can. Just do a little both leg stretch and back in. Last one. Gorgeous. You brilliant girls. Have a little rest. I'm going to Just stretch in the other direction now. So you're coming up, pelvis tilting, lifting bottom, and then back down, vertebra by vertebra, as my physio lecturers used to say. If you can, you're going to put the ball under your feet for this. So you're going to use the ball as a horrible unstable surface. Cheat with your elbows initially, and you're going to lift here and hold. You can do that without your elbows, beautiful. And then really slowly, so the journey is in the up and the down, but you're making your body work. Really using the bendables today, pushing up, unstable surface, so the core has to work a lot more, and then letting that come down, keep going, coming to look. Yeah, so ball under your feet, Maria, if you can. That's it. So try and put both feet on the ball. Bend your knees up, bend your knees up. That's it, that's perfect, there. You get a lot of hamstring work, trying to hold that. Gorgeous. Yes, that's it. You're doing it, girls. This is fantastic. So if you're leading very much with your hips, you're not using so much core. Leave your back down if you can, Maria, back down on the floor. Now lift from the bottom up. So keep your small back on the floor. Yeah, there. Then go up with a bit more of a hip kick. That's it. And then put the small of your back down to the floor again. Keep the hip kick. And then the last thing you do is let go of that pelvis at the bottom. Nikki, that's gorgeous. Yeah. So just smaller, more controlled. Last one if you can. Yeah. And then when you need to rest, then scrunch your legs in. Give it a wriggle. You might feel hamstrings having done that. You might want to do a straight leg stretch. Bringing the leg in. We did this last week, didn't we? And then taking that leg up. If you can't lasso it, use your hoop. Lasso your leg. And then try going wide. Try going wide. Stretch out there. You can use a dressing gown strap. You don't need a hoop. You just need something to hold that leg with. Stretch it out. Let it go. And then the other side. Stretch it up. Stretch it out. Let that leg go out to the side. That really stretches. You know, everybody does a hamstring stretch there, don't they? Try it there. Really stretch into the hip and the hamstring. Beautiful. And then we're going to do what we did last week. That's lying on your side to finish. So we did a little bit on the side here. We tried to work the legs and stretch the arms simultaneously. So make sure you're not folded into flexion. Try to bring it so that your body is in a straight line down here and the legs are folded behind you. Lift that upper leg. Good. So just work into the hip by holding that leg there and stretch it out if you want to. Open the book with the arm and let that shoulder hang behind you. So to start off with this arm, we're going over the top and over the top. And then we start doing that. Really stretch the hip behind. Explore how low that shoulder can go when you're behind. Don't just take it through. Just explore how far back it will go, as long as it's comfortable to you. Core is on. My tummy is lifted off here. Core is on. As you're doing this. As you're doing this. Brilliant. Now lift both legs. Oh, fall over, Mary. Now lift both legs. Play with your ankles whilst you're up. Working your core. Working your tummy here. You can feel it there, can you? Yeah. Lift them up. Will they go any higher? Then let it down. Ooh. One more lift. Up. Yeah. Wet the ankles. And let it go down. Just got to do the other side now, chaps. That's all. So, start off setting your hip to working, setting your core to on, working. It's not up miles in the air, just holding here. Nice static hold. Then let's stretch the arm. Open the book, let it hang. Close the book. Closing the book for me isn't as useful. If opening the book is easier for you than closing, stay out there. And then you're going to work leg forwards, arm backwards. Arm forwards, leg backwards. Work that round. Off the table. I better not break the nose. If holding that leg is hard, you can always rest it on the green ball there. It's October. I'll just say for the video, it's October, and my very grown-up kids went to the range and bought some paint your own gnomes, Christmas ones. Spent a happy evening last night painting gnomes, Christmas gongs, I don't know, certainly Christmassy themed pot painting. It was so much fun. Okay, stretch. Let that rest. Lift up legs. Think strong thoughts here. Let them drop. And last one. Lift up legs. Think strong thoughts here. Apologies for the video, I'm not demoing all the way through. You know what you're doing. If you're practicing in between. Go on, lift up a bit higher. And then let that go. You're done. Happy Monday morning. You've worked hard.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.